So if you're like me and sometimes you just have enough time to drop down into a plank for a minute and just do some funky things with your hands and your legs and your hips in order to really challenge that core and make you feel like you've done something, then this video is for you. So I'm going to start actually down on my forearms, so I'm in 4 point, but on my elbows, my hands are going to clasp together. I'm going to breathe in. On the breath out, I'm going to extend one leg out and then the other leg. I'm just going to adjust my pelvis so I am in a nice straight line. Remember, doing this next to a mirror can be a good idea if you're not 100% sure whether or not you're up here or down here. And I'm just going to start warming up my obliques. So I'm going to breathe in. On the breath out, my hips are going to fall to the right, and then I'm going to bring them back to center, and then the left. So I'm going to breathe out to lean, breathe in to come back to center, breathe out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. Good. And I'm trying to readjust my hips every time I come back to center. Right and center, left and center. Good. And you can set a timer for this if you like. You can go for maybe 20 seconds, 30 seconds during this movement. I'm going to go last time here, holding the plank. From here, I'm going to engage those lower abs a little bit more. So belly button to spine, super important. Breathing in. On the breath out, I'm going to point one toe, or actually 5 toes, and lift my leg up and breathe into lower down. Then the other side, breathing out to lift, breathing into lower. So I'm just isolating my leg. So hopefully this ain't happening. So keep the hips nice and low, breathing out to lift, breathing into lower. Really good idea to squeeze your butt while you're doing this as well. Breathing out to lift, breathing into lower, breathing out to lift, breathing into lower. Let's do one more each side. Again, 20 to 30 seconds is ideal for this. Still holding my plank. From here, I'm just going to come over the top of my hands. So breathing in, on the breath out, coming forward, and breathing in to going back. Breathing out to come forward, breathing in to come back. Forward and back, forward and back, keeping the hips nice and low. 20 to 30 seconds. I'm going to go 4, 3, 2, and 1, and maybe just throw in it's an extra little bit of a hold, maybe just for 10 seconds, 10, 20, 30, something like that. And then I'm going to drop my knees and sit back and just let my hands relax out. So that divine little sequence there should have got all the abs going. You're more than welcome to drop in between each movement as opposed to doing it as a whole long sequence. But as you can imagine, the holding does have some benefits too. So that's sequence number 1, which can make up around about a minute or a minute and a half, depends on how long you want to go for each movement for. Let's move on to sequence number 2. Sequence number 2. Okay, so again, three movements. Starting in my 4 point kneeling, from here extending out into my full plank position. Okay, so from here, it's basically a mountain climber. It is a mountain climber. Breathing in, on the breath out, knee comes in towards the chest, and then it goes out. Other side, coming in, coming out, coming in, coming out. Nothing else is moving. My belly button is drawing into my spine every time I bring the knee in. If you want a more advanced version of this, then we're going to go for in towards the chest, extending out, and then tapping it down. Bringing it in, extending out, pointing the toe because it looks nicer, and bringing it down, in, up, and down. To make the lift happen, squeeze your butt. Cool, so like I said in the other video, 20 to 30 seconds of this movement is pretty cool. From here we're going to go straight into oblique, so just adding a bit of a twist. So, twisting to the side and coming out. Twisting to the side and returning. Breathing out to twist, breathing in to come back to center. Breathing out to twist, breathing into center. Just like so. 20 to 30 seconds. And then from here the final movement is out to the side, coming back. Oh, there's something there. Out to the side and coming back. Hopefully you don't have obstacles in your way. Out to the side and coming back. 20 to 30 seconds. And then just like in the first video, please just hold. You can drop down to your forearms if you'd like. Otherwise just holding here. And then just slowly resting back into your child's pose, letting your hands just relax out. You know what? I think we're going to go for one more sequence as well. And now for the most fun and exciting sequence number 3. Here we go. So, a little bit different positioning for the hands and for the feet. So this time, let's start with them just shoulder width apart, but turning the fingers in on a diagonal. Legs are going to extend out, and they're actually going to be a little bit wider than your mat, or quite a bit wider than your hips. Everyone will be a little bit different with this position. In general, the wider you go, hopefully, the easier it will be. So here I am in my start position. Everything is nice and straight and aligned. Breathing in on the breath out, lifting up, tapping the opposite shoulder, bringing it down. Other side, breathing out to tap, breathing to lower, trying to keep as minimal movement through the rest of the body as you can. So this is why we've got the hands still shoulder width, but we've got the feet nice and wide. If you want to make it harder, bring your feet in closer together. So 20 seconds, 30 seconds of this lovely movement. Then from here, alternating between a downward dog and this full plank. So I can still keep my hands like so. I'm going to breathe in on the breath out. Hips are going to come up. I'm going to try and tap as close to my back foot as I can. And then coming down. Other side. Twisting, reaching, and coming down. Breathing out to twist. Breathing into lower. And again, breathing out up. Breathing in down. Really trying to find that full plank position in between each lift. And then final one. Bringing the feet together. Crossing the feet over. So I've got my right foot in front of my left. I've still got my hands on this diagonal. So dropping down towards the mat to the right. Coming back to center. And again, I'm going to breathe out as I drop. Breathing in to come back. Breathing out to drop. Breathing in to come back. Then I'm going to repeat the same thing on the other side. So just switching the feet, coming down, coming up, coming down, coming up. Head stays nice and aligned, so please, no dropping the head down like so. Maybe 15 seconds each side, 20 seconds each side, finishing this lovely hold, my feet parallel, holding, 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 for as long as you like up here, and then dropping down. So I'm always trying to come up with new killer plank-based core upper body combos, so this is the first video of them. If you like it, you can comment below or send me a message, and if there's a demand for more, then I will definitely create some more, and yeah, give it a go. I'm now exhausted and I'm gonna have a rest.